We're going to be a little off kilter because we're missing a person.
We're the pink stitchers -1.
Yeah, so this is June 19th, FlossTube number 17. We just got home from StitchCon, so this could be, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
We're a little squirrely yet from StitchCon, so we'll do our best to try.
Yes.
And after a whole day of work, it's it could be an interesting FlossTube, but we're going to get to it.
The haul keeps piling up, and so we need to record more often, first of all, and then second of all, get this recorded so that we can put our things away.
Yep.
Yeah, so again, we are happy hour with the Pink Stitchers. I am drinking boxed Moscato, and Mom has some.
I just have some diet soda because I am in a little weight loss challenge at work, and the timing could not be worse. And Erica's husband Josh is my partner, and I have been having a poor performance, like worse than poor, because after all of the days of eating candy and whatnot all at StitchCon, Monday's weigh-in did not go well, and so I am being on my best behavior. I even, my bosses took me out today I had my 45th anniversary at my job, and so we went out to dinner, and I went with the salad, and I didn't have a drink, even though I really needed one, so I have some diet soda tonight.
Yes, but we're also indulging in Beth's delicious tomato jam and wheat thins,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But
We never, either of us ever had it before.
it's very tasty.
It's like having pumpkin pie, I think. It's very good.
Pumpkin pie mixed with cranberry sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
my vote.
that's it. That's it.
Mhm.
Very good. You did great, Beth.
So, I guess we can start with our life updates.
Okay. For me, I don't know. I can't even remember really what I was doing prior to StitchCon. Kind of getting organized for what I was going to take, making some gifts and things. I can show maybe my little thing that I took. I caused an avalanche here. I made some of the little Ort containers. I watched the Primrose Cottage tutorial on it, and I very much enjoyed it, but my only thing, those snaps, I'm telling you, there were a few swear words that went along with that process, but I had some other things, but that was my gift that I had for StitchCon.
Yes.
I've been doing a little bit of gardening. I don't know, it's been a little bit rough. We had a lot of rainy weather, and then it was getting close to StitchCon, so I'm kind of behind on what I normally would have planted at this point. So now I'm trying to decide how much I'm really going to go with, but I think this weekend I'll be getting out and doing hopefully some planting. It's been horribly hot here the last few days and humid, so hopefully we're going to get a little bit better weather. I don't know, I can't really think of anything else that I did recently. I've been kind of boring.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's been like a month again since we last recorded. We have been to primitive gatherings for Cross Stitch Club. I don't remember if in between that time was also a sit and stitch. I don't feel like it, but
No,
maybe.
I don't think that was the only one that I went to, but maybe. I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
My youngest daughter had her little 8th grade graduation, so we'll be moving on to high school. And my oldest daughter just got a job at Joann Fabrics.
And we're happy.
We're
We're very
happy.
happy about that whole concept
Exactly,
there.
and she seems to really love it. And then it was just a lot of StitchCon prep. I mean, we tend to overdo almost everything that we do, as far as planning, cooking, you know, all those kinds of things.
Things we bring,
Yeah.
amount of suitcases and things that we had. So really a family of 4 could have had less luggage than what we had.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the luggage, but like table gifts and trying to think of like what we're gonna do. So I overcommitted myself a little bit, but we accomplished things. And that, I guess, can lead us into our StitchCon recap. So this was our first time going. It was a bucket list thing, and we were like, let's just try it this year, and maybe we'll go back, and maybe we won't. But we're already ready to go back for next year. It was, start to finish, a very fun experience.
Everything went, I mean, our hotel was great. We were right next to the convention center, so it was easy to get back and forth. We had a great bunch of people that were staying at the same hotel with us, so my only thing is I feel like I'm just slightly too old to stay up until 3 o'clock every night. I've been sort of paying the price since I got back, but we sure had a lot of fun, met some great people, and it just, everything, I mean, there really wasn't anything that I would have a complaint about. It really was a great experience, and I really commend Barbara and the Keepsakes staff and Pam and all the people that, you know, put things together. They do a great job, and I can't believe how much they hustle around all those days that they do it 2 weeks in a row. So I couldn't say thank you enough to them for the great...
putting up with 600 women over 2 weekends is a feat in its own.
Exactly.
But
and just keeping everything organized and everything moving along. The auction for charity was a great thing to participate in, and I think there were a few people with tears in their eyes as that all, worked out. So that was great. Everything about it was good. So
Yep.
No complaints
our
from
hotel
us.
was fabulous. Clearly Erica didn't go with us, so I got to sleep in the bed.
Versus the whirlpool.
Versus the whirlpool tub. Yeah, and every night we, StitchCon has a late night Stitch, but we just stayed in our hotel. We were at the live-in, and we, on the second floor, there's a...
their breakfast area.
Yeah.
We were able to sit there and stitch, and the lighting was really pretty good.
It was very good, and they were very, we travel for my daughter's sports, and, granted, there's a lot of little kids and things, but a lot of times we get kicked out of the lobby at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and this hotel was very great about, we weren't super rowdy, but we only got scolded last night about our laughing a little bit.
Yeah, we were maybe just a hair.
Right, but
wild.
I have never laughed so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You couldn't ask for better friends, and we had met Christy from Floss Boss and Cousins, and Rebecca and Beth from My Sister Samplers. Beth has a floss.
And Callie. You forgot Callie.
Well, and Callie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, at the Jingle Ball, we didn't meet Callie.
Yeah, right.
And what was I saying? My Sister Samplers, Beth has a floss tube called Stitching My Pajamas. And then we met Holly, Christy's friend, Holly Hogue. And so we've been interacting since the Jingle Ball, and we had found out that we were all going to be, so we were sort of plotting that maybe we would share a table. So most of them met each other at market, but Flat Jamie had to go in the place, and so it was very fun then when we got to meet them all in real life after lots of Zooms for months. And then Beth's friend Tracy came, and so that was our table number 35. Mm-hmm. And it just was a great group. It was all really fun, and we met lots of other floss tubers. Some, you can't watch them all, and it's a whole whirlwind of lots of people, and then, just getting settled in and all that. I feel like I couldn't have mentally or physically handle many more days of all the hustle and bustle, but I wish I would have had more time to go, speak to people individually. We made our little table gifts, but we split up and handed them out, so we didn't both interact with all the same people, and so we have some takeaways for next year, how we want to maybe plan a little differently. We didn't make enough table gifts, so for anybody who didn't get our cheesy little keychain, we're sorry, and next year we'll plan for more than 300 so that we know we have enough for everybody. We got to go up to Keepsakes. We planned it pretty good. We just got up Friday morning and went there trying to time it. We didn't take the Stitchy bus. And we tried to time it for kind of when it opened. It must have opened before we got there, but we got there between buses, so we were able to look downstairs pretty much before it got too crazy. But that gives me antique store, or I don't know. My dad liked to antique a lot, and we would go to places where, I don't know, it just gives me that antique store vibe of, there's no particular everything's organized in its little section, but you could spend
there's something
5
everywhere.
days.
You can't turn an inch without having another thing to look at. And they had just a great selection of patterns and fabric, and they were fantastic at keeping up with it. They had a limited area when the buses would come in, and they did a great job keeping up, getting people checked out and helping you, and that was just a great experience.
And I thought we did well because, I want to run people over with my shopping cart typically in the grocery store if anybody's even in the same aisle as me, and it gets a little cramped, especially upstairs in those little rooms, and we kept a positive attitude. We looked at everything. I could have gone back probably 3 more days and seen different things. I don't feel like I was able to look at absolutely everything, but I felt like I got I was able to move around to everywhere and we didn't get grumpy, and we didn't knock anybody over. So, but I do feel, Barbara, if you watch us, that maybe like a little wine stand outside afterwards on the StitchCon weekends would maybe be profitable towards charity.
Yeah.
And could help then once those of us with like the social anxiety and the cramped spaces make it out. And after spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was super fun. We found a little spot to eat outside, which was nice one day because the weather was super. What else did we do? I mean, we took pictures, shopping in the annex.
Yeah, that was another.
I mean, we went there saying...
You could use some wine after that, too.
Yeah, that, too. Because, we were like, we'll maybe, like, kit something up and get a couple things. And then, like, once we get there, I'm like, who am I fooling? I'm gonna buy things. But then, Christy has a thing. I have to run into the store. Somebody's like, Tracy said, I'm gonna run into the thing. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll come, too. So, it was nonsense, but I'm really
Great
happy
nonsense.
But I came home with some great things. And the charity auction was great.
We had one little last thing we did on our way home that.
Yes,
that was a cool thing.
Like a lot of people, coming out of high school, I went to college at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay to be a Spanish teacher, and we'll see how that didn't pan out, but so I spent 2 years there. I transferred to Oshkosh, maybe thought I wanted to do nursing, then I'm like, I don't know about nursing either, but now I've been in college for 4 years and I don't have anything to have a degree, so then I went to the tech school to see, like, what do you got? Because I just, like, now I'm a grown-up and I need something. So they had offered, they said they opened some new allied health things, but the only thing they had spots for was laboratory science. Sign me up. So I didn't know even what I was going to be doing, but that's how that started. So I got my associate's degree, and then I started my family, got married, did all the things, and wanted to get my bachelor's degree ultimately. So my husband had done the medical lab science program through the University of Cincinnati remotely. So I thought that would be a good opportunity. So I did it as well, and I graduated in 2013 with 2 kids and a full-time job, all the stuff. But I never stepped foot on the campus. I didn't attend the graduation, and so I thought, if we're in Cincinnati, we need to just stop, even if we do a drive-by, so I can get my picture taken next to the campus sign or whatever. So we did stop and do that.
And then Cracker Barrel.
I mean, there was some Cracker Barrel pancakes.
Yeah.
On the way there, we stopped in Indiana and had pancakes, and then on the way home, we stopped in Illinois and had pancakes.
Yep, so that was
so good.
That was a big event.
It was, and I forgot about it until you just talked about it. So.
I know. I knew you would have. So we did a few other times out to eat with our table mates, and went to a nice Italian place, and just really had a good time. The weather was fantastic the whole time we were there, so couldn't complain.
Yeah.
Everything went off. Our timing was all good. Got home a little late on Sunday, and I had to be up for work at 5 o'clock in the morning, so that was a little bit...
I just didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Well, I was really trying to finish. I wanted my finish, and had I talked a little less and stitched a little more, I maybe could have had the finish, but then I would have missed out on things that were great. So it is what it is. I finished it today anyways, so I'll just ring my...
I saw Pam from Just Keep Stitching. She didn't remember to ring the bell, so it happens. It just happens.
Right, but there was a little girl on the table next to us, a 10-year-old, with her mom, and she had a start and a finish, and was like the best behaved.
I mean, she just stitched the whole time, and all day, and into the evening, and She was fantastic.
Yes.
Just did a great job. So
very
that was
cool.
very nice to see that.
And when they announced this is the youngest one, I was waiting for him to announce who the oldest stitcher in the room was, but we didn't go there.
Thank goodness. I could be getting close to that territory.
Right. But yeah, we're ready to go back next year. It was well worth all of it. Very fun.
I highly recommend it for anybody because you just couldn't not have a good time, I don't think. I don't know. There's so many people to meet and everybody is just so excited to see each other and to participate in all the things. So I would definitely recommend it to anyone to attend if you can.
Yes. Okay, so then we're going to segue into some of the table gifts, like our table 35, as well as a couple honorable mentions. We got, I mean, every time you get up, you come back, there's many things sitting at your spot. So
we're going to take some pictures of all of our other stuff kind of together because it's just so hard to show it all and remember who it's all from. So we're going to do that. Maybe, I don't know, we put those at the beginning or the end or whatever. Yep. So for now, we're just going to cover a small quantity so we don't be here for the whole night.
It's already going to be a lot.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, I'll start with Christy. I sat next to Christy, Floss Boston cousin, and she got sick. Came down with something.
We had a couple that were not feeling 100%, so I felt bad
so
about
I
that.
feel bad because I don't think she had as much fun as she maybe would have had she felt 100%. But she gave the coolest gifts. So we got a little basket filled with things, like a little mini flat iron. Hold up. This little flat iron, people use them to iron their floss if it comes off the bobbin, so I'm gonna just iron the crap out of all my things, but it's very cute. And we got a little tape measure. And what are these things called? Do they have names?
I don't know what they're called, but for turning when you're turning
and
things,
peeking,
and poking your corners out and curves out and stuff, which are
tools.
Really nice. They're tools. We're calling them tools.
Yep. We got a snag nabbit.
And you cannot have too many of those.
No. I don't know if this is... We need Erica.
I know.
She's the best.
She's our long arm person. And
I was going to ask...
Oh, we never did.
We didn't ask. Christy, what is this? Maybe, I'm sure a lot of people are going to comment on it, but it's, you know, you stick it on something. I think it's for cords. Maybe you could hang your floss on it. I guess...
We're not sure.
I should have asked. I didn't want to be the idiot to ask, but I should have because now I look like an idiot on the FlossTube.
Christy will correct us.
Yes, she will. Okay, then we got this little secret scissors.
And that's fantastic.
Look how fun that is. It's Kohana, so run out and get it. I'm kidding. Got some EOS chapstick. I got a little J keychain. I can't say it. A little nail file, teeny tiny. This, who knew tools could be so cute, but this teeny tiny little screwdriver, if that's not the most cute thing.
That's a very awesome thing. You can never have too many screwdrivers.
You cannot, and especially a teeny tiny one. Got a needle minder with our monogram, and we learned things because I'm like, I feel like my letters are out of order, but Beth and Rebecca educated us. This is the proper format, so who knew? And then Christy made wax.
A little waxer.
Yes, and it says, keep it wax, ladies. Love, Christy. And yeah, she made it herself.
Yeah, and that was very cool.
Yes, very, very cool. And it goes in this little sleeve. But that was from Christy. All super awesome.
I didn't pull everything out of this, but So from Rebecca, from my sister's samplers, we got some cool things. Jamie got something a little different than mine, but I really enjoyed mine. She said these fabrics were from Malaysia. This is like a coaster to set your cup on, and the fabrics are beautiful. And then this beautiful bag and a candle from the Tyler Candle Company. That's very beautiful. And then the best part, I don't know, I should have probably taken these out.
We'll just say it now. There's going to be a lot of crinkling because we're obviously in my craft room and not Erica's, and we're out of our, whatever.
Keep talking.
So there's going to be crinkling.
There's going to be some crinkling. We'll try our best to not. I should have taken some of these out, but by the time we got back and it's back to work and to try to pull everything together to do this, it's been kind of a busy couple weeks. Hopefully I can get these out, but they're worth, because they're so amazing. She gave us these waxers, and look at this rabbit. It's just
the rabbit is super
thing
adorable
in the world. And then a bird, and I am a bird lover, so I absolutely love these. So those are amazing.
Yes.
That was like my favorite.
I got a bird as well, but I also got a little hedgehog. And he's super cute.
And I'm not going to put it back in that bag.
Yeah, no more crinkling. And I got a Don't Sass the Squatch bag from Rebecca. And we have a little group joke about Sasquatch, so there's a little bit of a theme here. And then she lined my bag with hedgehog Tula Pink fabric. How cool is that?
That is amazing.
And I also got a candle.
Just going to look at what mine is. Okay.
And she gave us some floss drops. I'm pretty sure. We get so many things, I was just throwing things in the bags, so I feel like I'm remembering
and I can't
all
really
the things.
remember my name, so I
Right.
apologize if I'm not remembering things, but it's a little overwhelming.
And she shared a couple skeins of Silk for You that I want to use these silks for a long dog sampler that I want to start, so she was sharing some samples with me. So that is from Rebecca.
Okay. I'm going to show these. Is it okay if I
Do it.
show? Okay. So from Jamie, I got this. I'll let her explain more about it, but I'm just going to say I got this from her. And Erica doesn't even know this, so this is like a big surprise to her. I got this bag from her. So I love them both. They're perfect size for
All the projects.
all the projects. So
I'll discuss more of that in a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so then we'll go to Beth. Beth is the other part of my sister's samplers. She has a floss tube called Stitching My Pajamas. And she also is a master dyer for Gloriana Silks. She gave us these little boxes filled with treasures. Some of these heavy-duty cable ties that we can use for holding our fabrics. These have the super strong magnets on them.
I love
A
that.
teeny tiny little tomato.
I was surprised, I kind of expected her to maybe come up with a way to have like a crab.
I know, a
pincushion,
crab.
because that's like her favorite
It is.
thing. She's a beachy person and she loves.
She is.
And I thought maybe she would come up with a way, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
next year,
yeah,
there's always that.
goals.
Goals. A little paper like Ort.
Yeah, that's
Little
awesome too.
origami little paper Ort catcher. Super cute. Thread drops. And take the plastic off. Lotion. Little thing of needles. And a little glass container. Very cute. A spoolie. For scraping off your little fuzzies on your projects when you frog.
Frequently need that.
Yep. A little keyring or a super pull, whatever you want to put it on. Very cute. We all shared what our favorite colors were, so there's a theme with everybody. Another little nail file. And then these, which give me braces flashbacks of when we would floss using floss with our braces on, but they're little loops. I don't know what they're called, but they can help scooch your...
Yeah, if you got a short thread and you want to pull it.
Play thread chicken. Yes, so that was really sweet. And then Beth gave us all this delicious homemade tomato jam.
And it's very good.
It's super good.
I never had it before, but...
Me either, and I'm going to be gobbling it up once I don't need to be crunching on the camera. But we waited for the inaugural opening for our FlossTube, so Beth, you did great.
You did
super
a good job.
Good. Okay.
Then from Holly, we got a bag. Oops. Has my initial on there, and this lovely chicken, who has, I think, boots on, maybe.
Okay.
It's like all a surprise to me because I literally have not even had time to look through a lot of it.
Yeah, it's been nuts, especially getting home kind of late on Sunday. We have more lessons learned for next year. We're going to get there a day earlier and leave a day later.
What am I wanting to say? First aid kit.
Yep. A little coaster.
Oh, this is adorable too. Like a little bird book.
A little notebook.
Yep.
Tissues.
Just have a nice day. And I'm also a fan of these little hoops because I like to use the little hoops, especially with those smaller bags. Something a girl can't live without, a seam ripper.
And on the other side, it's a threader.
Yep, needle threader.
Cute little
Pen with a little flower on it. That's adorable. And what is this called?
A spoolie.
Yeah, a spoolie. And this also, the little needle finding apparatus.
Yep, retractable magnet.
Yep. And a cute little scissors.
With a little dangly.
Yep.
What's on yours? A cow? I had a cow on mine.
Oh, yes.
Yep, little cow, like a heifer.
Fitting for, and a Starbucks. That was adorable.
Yes.
And
a bookmark.
So that's awesome.
Yep, and then she made for the table gifts, I just thought I would, like for everybody, all these little zipper pulls or whatever, but I took the one with the roller skate, but they're all super cute.
I have a bunch of those too, but I think they're mixed in with all of my other things, so I'm not sure. Did you have these?
Oh, I do have them. I didn't bring them out here though, but Tracy
Yep.
on our table made us floss drops with her puppy on them. I took the one with the samplers on it, and then there's a little bedangle on there. But she's super sweet.
She is at Tracy's _stitches.
Crinkle. Okay. This was a gift that she came specifically to give to us, but Nana K, Karen, made these, I believe, little zipper pull or scissor fob that says Believe. It was a breast cancer one. I'm hoping this shows up. But yeah, it's very cute, very thoughtful. Thank you. She makes great bags. I'll show that later. Table 51, whoever did this.
We love these.
We were whacking cicadas on our drive there.
Yeah, it was like a suicide mission for them.
But they were giving out free cicada needle minders. So I snagged one of those. And it's been just attaching to everything in my bag, pretty much. Callie was not on our table, but she gave us a little gift anyways because she's part of the deal.
Yeah.
So she made one of these awesome little needle books. They're so cute. Yeah. I love it. But that's very nice. Some floss drops. Hide both of our faces. And then some project cards and little envelopes. So there are a couple of those. So thank you, Callie. That was very sweet.
Thank you all of our table
everybody
mates.
was
35, best table in the house for sure.
It was the best. And then we'll talk about our friend. So we were approached by a lady named Winona, who is super sweet, and she's from Canada, and she wanted to tell us that, you know, she was excited we were going to be there, that we're one of her favorite floss tubes and whatever, and we're like, well, that's really cool. But she legitimately was
it was awesome.
Stoked to meet us. She brought us little gifts every day. And she had mentioned that she was hoping she could sit with us. And so then I felt kind of bad because we had already made our plans. So we asked if she wanted to go to lunch and just ask her how, I mean, if you want to reach out to her, ask her what
great hostesses we are.
We fed her. No, but she's a cancer survivor as well, and going through some difficulties after complications from chemotherapy and whatever. So it was nice. We sat and spent probably
an
hour.
From Canada? So
yes. And she's near Regina, Erin Elizabeth. So call her. But she lives, like, her stories about her life are very interesting, and just a super sweet lady.
Yeah, it was like we knew her forever.
Exactly.
I mean, we sat and talked to her because she didn't get a really good look.
No, so
there was a lot of conversation.
So we were like, we didn't stay at the Hyatt, but there's a little deli cafe thing at the Hyatt. So I'm like, well, why don't we just run over there? Because, like, she's got a cane. I don't want her to have to walk real far, whatever. We grabbed sodas. We sat down. We found a menu. We picked out what we wanted. And I went up to ask, like, can we just order food here? And she's like, we're not open right now. We don't open till 4. And it was probably 1 o'clock, maybe. So we're like, well, serious. So then we weren't really sure, but Winona was like, well, my stomach kind of bothers me, so it's fine. She's like, I had breakfast. We can just drink soda and hang out. So, I mean, we did. I felt really bad. I was trying to think of, like, what can we do? I didn't want to drag her all around, though.
And I didn't think, like, all these people are having DoorDash brought to them, and so we weren't the best of hostesses, but I think we all still really had a good time.
Yeah, and we had a good laugh about it anyways, because we were telling everybody that she got the best lunch. So next year, Winona, if we're all in the same place at the same time again, we're going to treat you.
You're not going to believe the lunch you're going to get.
Yeah, we're going to actually take you somewhere and actually eat food. So, again, we're sorry that was not...
We weren't very prepared.
Yeah. And but she gave us... We'll go through a couple gifts here that she shared with us. And you can maybe read. She has Dairy Barn Art. She's got a YouTube channel. Hold up. Dairy Barn Art 1. She's got an Etsy shop and her Instagram, and I'll show it. I'll add it to the thing too. But she shared these floss drops with us. I hope that. I don't know. I'll add the information, but yeah, these cute floss drops with her farm on it. And also project cards. And she must be, I mean, we already knew she was a sweet lady, but 2 of her table mates approached us with tears in our eyes, just saying, not really thanking us, but just saying that she was so excited and so thankful to be able to spend time with us, that it was such a humbling, sweet thing, and she was such a sweet lady that, again, like, StitchCon and cross-stitch and all that can bring people together in such a positive way. I don't know.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, you can't even put into words really how amazing it was to spend time with her.
Exactly. She made these pens.
And every day she brought a little something over to the table, which was just so sweet.
And then she made us project bags. She sent one for Erica, but how sweet, with a little Canada, eh? But thank you so much, Winona.
Yes.
We love spending time with you.
Yep, and these are amazing. Mine has got rabbits on and a little Canadian button on there. That was the best part.
It was. Okay, so that pretty much was StitchCon. Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah, this is another little something.
I didn't sleep in the bathtub, but Rebecca gave us a grow your own Sasquatch to go with the Sasquatch theme. And so he got chucked in the whirlpool tub. He's supposed to grow 300 or 600 times the size. I wouldn't quite say it's 6. We were expecting big things, but he is bigger than he started for sure.
We were scared we'd wake up in the morning and like the whole whirlpool would be filled with a Sasquatch, and it could have been scary. Or we would come back to our room and he would be kind of oozing out from under the door. So I'm glad he stayed the size where he fit in a jar, because I think more than that would have been too much.
It would have been a lot. Okay. So we're going to move on to real business. I'm going to tidy up my spot quick.
Okay. I'll do some whips while you're tidying.
Okay.
My first one is Erin Elizabeth, the American flag. This is just such an adorable pattern. I don't have a big start on here. I'm not going to brag about this at all, but I did get started. So it's just on a 16 count white Ada. Nothing very spectacular, but I think it's going to be very pretty. I don't know if Jamie has her. She's much further along than what I am. And then we were on a Carolyn Manning spree there for a while, so I'm doing Lavender Potpourri, which is, the colors are very beautiful on here. I got just a bit of a start on this. And I'm doing that on a 16 count Moonstone by Fiber on a Whim. And then this is what I worked on at StitchCon by Hands On Design, Botanical Bee. I just love the colors in this. And it was very, I could stitch it and not really have to struggle with it. So I made some pretty good progress on it. And I'm stitching this on a 16 count fabric that I dyed myself. So
it's very pretty.
Those are my whips.
Okay. Go through mine. Number 1. Erin Elizabeth. I was organized. I mean, I'm kind of organized, but kind of all over the place. So, it's the American flag, like she's doing. And I did verify that even though it looks backwards to us, it does not show up backwards when I show the thing. And I had my board.
One moment, please.
Oh, please. Okay. I am stitching mine on 36 count opalescent linen using Dinky Dyes.
And I'm using DMC for mine, so when I get a little bit more with the colors that you'll be able to see, I'll
And I have a goal to get this done by the 4th of July. That I was stitching away on at my daughter's appointment today. Next is Rosewood Manor Rosewood Manor. It's Anaforest Grove by Rosewood Manor. And this, I had some big goals to our friend Julie from Julie and Stitches was doing one motif a week, and that was good in theory, but I haven't worked on it very much. But I do plan to keep going on it. I'm doing this on 40 Count Lunar by Bestitch Me, using the call for DMC, which there's like 103 colors, and this is where I'm at. Then I started American Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. Getting on the bandwagon with that one. This I kitted up partially at Primitive Gatherings, and then I ordered flosses from Color and Cotton. I'm stitching it on 40 Count Beige by Weeks Dye Works. I don't have a huge start on it, but this is going to be my next focus piece.
The fabric is pretty.
Hmm?
The fabric is pretty.
It is. I started in the center. So
that's one of those. There's really something on it.
Yeah. It says and. Get excited, everyone. That's as far as I am. But by next time, I should be pretty far. But these colors just make me super happy. And I did a lot of the call for colors, but I wanted more color and cotton, so I compared on my computer, like against the DMC color, and tried to just pick some that, if they didn't have the conversion available, I just made up my own. Messy, but we're going with it. Okay.
You're in your own house
I
at
am
least
in my
today,
own house.
so you don't have to.
And then I have Il Bosco di Bengtsson, however you say it, by Renato Parolin. Anna's, I just call it Anna's Trees, but it's so beautiful. And this I am, there's my card for that one. Doing it on 36 Count Winter Mix by Bestitch Me, and I'm stitching it with the color Icicle by Weeks Dye Works. The pattern doesn't really indicate like a preference for anything, so I just picked what I wanted. It's going to be really long, but I have gotten this much stitched. Oops. And I like the Icicle because it's shows up white, but it's really like a light
Pretty.
blue.
That's one of my favorite.
I know.
Weeks
So
colors.
it makes it more fun to stitch it when you don't feel like you're stitching white. Okay. And then Carolyn Manning, Buttercream and Blue. Started this a while ago, and I haven't put much into it because StitchCon. But it's blue's my jam, and it's very pretty. This I couldn't remember what kind of fabric it is, but it's 40 count, and I'm using the call for DMCs. I don't remember which end is up, but I got threads going everywhere. So those are my whips. finishes. Got finishes?
No finishes for me.
No finishes for you. Okay. I got a few. First of all, I finished Dancer by Barbara Anna. I got this pattern from the Punch Needle Primitive magazine, and I've listed it before. I don't remember specifically which one it's from. I used DMC, the call for, and I dyed the fabric myself. And it's just, I don't remember what count it is, but it's from Hobby Lobby that I dyed. So, and even though I've lost my way with my hoverboard, that is one of my hoverboard finishes, as well as this one. And this is Jan Hicks, Stitching with Friends. Shelley Fry was doing this as like a stitch along from last year's StitchCon. I obviously wasn't there and I didn't actively participate in the stitch along, but I liked the pattern, and so I had started a long time ago, and I picked my own flosses, just fancy flosses that I had in my stash that resembled what was on the pattern. And I don't remember what my fabric is or anything, but this was what I wanted to finish at StitchCon. I was very close, but it's finally finished. It's very pretty. I'm going to frame it.
It turned out nice.
Thank you. And then I did other random activities. So I finished this little quilt square thing. I'll look up what it's called. I don't remember.
It's from Primitive Gatherings. They're doing a mini monthly stitch along, and that was the first one, right?
Yep.
First month.
This is called Scarlet Star Mini Quilt by Primitive Gatherings. We had, Erica, my mom, and I all did Tiger Lily's Harringbone project bag. I didn't get the fabrics. I just used my own fabrics. So we made one together. I don't know where my original one is. But after doing that, I was like, I can make bags. So for StitchCon, I'm like, I'm going to make our table gift be these bags, because I suck at the binding. I've never did binding before. And I'm like, if I do 8 of them or whatever, I will get better at the binding. I don't feel like I really got better at the binding, but I felt like in general, I mean, these are really fun to make. They're not overly difficult. Look, people, I made a bag. I'm a bag maker now. I made like 11 of them total because I kept a few for myself. I shared some with the table mates, but I used Kafe Facet. Is that how you say it? And that's some Tula Pink, or maybe not. That might be Kafe. Anyways, proud of it.
I'm proud of you.
And then, thanks. Then I'm like, I can make that bag. I'm going to try the keeper. So I worked on a keeper, and it is an imperfect keeper, but I'm proud because I made a functional thing, and I learned a lot of things along the way. But look, is it not like Trapper Keeper from our youth? Yeah, I don't know. I used Tula Pink fabric. I used, for the quilting, a different color. I used pink for the stitching. My binding blows, but it's what it is. And then for my Velcro, I used 2 different colors. And then on my inside, Tula Pink. I opted to do the zipper and the vinyl on both sides, but then there's the pockets. And all in all, I think it's pretty awesome. And so then I was like, I can make one of these also for all of our table mates. But that didn't happen. So it's all pre-cut. That's going to be my next project, is to get them all done, and I will mail them to my closest friends. But that's what I've been
That was a lot.
doing.
Way more than I got finished.
It is a lot. Okay. So, haul. You don't have any of those, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. So I'm not even gonna look at my list. We're just gonna wing it.
Go ahead.
So there were these project rolls. Christy had one at the table. I just got back from shopping, and I'm like, freaking A, now I'm gonna have to go get one too. And when I went in there, I was expecting them to be very picked over, which maybe they were, but I feel like they just restocked them. And so I found us these breast cancer.
And she bought me one, which was awesome. So we have matchings.
Yes.
But they're really well made.
They
and
are.
The fabric is beautiful.
And they're made by, it's a stitch and roll project roll by Althea. Mm-hmm. And look how fun that is. Mm-hmm. So.
You're whipping me.
I'm whipping you with my whip.
You're whipping me with your strings.
Okay, and then this is by glasses. Creative Country Girl. I was on a mission to do something else, and then I saw boots, and I'm like, please be ice skates, please be ice skates. And I looked, and I'm like, roller skates. So I had to get this project bag too, and it is super awesome. And then this, I also wasn't planning to get, but this is by Nana K. These little handmade
the fabric
bags,
is the most adorable
with the
thing.
ladies on it. Do I need these? I absolutely don't, but they are so cute, and I will find a purpose for them. So, yes. Okay. And those I got all from the Annex at StitchCon. Also from the Annex, M&M Studio, these silks. I just picked a few for no particular purpose other than they're beautiful. But how pretty are these? So once I come up with a plan, I might have to order some more from her, but they're very pretty.
Yeah, the colors were beautiful.
I also got this Handmade with Love.
Okay.
It says Stitcher, and it's sparkly. And Christy wanted to steal it on me. I would have shared if there were more sparkly ones in there, but there weren't, so I kept it. Hanko Mama got me this little quilting keep thread with little featherweights on the floss drops. Very sweet. Okay. At Keepsakes, like we weren't even in the door for 2 seconds, we were already these tweezers. Do we need tweezers? Probably not, but there were different colored ones, so I got these pink ones. They're fun. I got some size 26 and 28 John James needles while I was there, just because I've never tried them, and so I grabbed some. There is a window cling I grabbed quick that says a stitch a day keeps the crazy away. I'm going to put this on my car, probably. I got more super heavy duty cable. We were like rustling these babies.
Those magnets,
cable ties. They're
I'm
very
telling
heavy
you,
duty.
it was like a wrestling match with those.
Yep. I bought another little needle jar. It says needles on it. They had these little wooden spools. 5 for like $2, so we bought a bunch of little wooden spools. And then these rainbow thimbles. I don't really use thimbles, and do I need them? No, but they were all different colors,
and we had to have them.
and they were only $1 each. And I noticed they're all different sizes,
Yes.
so I'm like, okay.
You have one
well,
for every finger, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, so how fun.
Yeah, can't go wrong with those.
Yep. My mom, this is the one I picked from my mom's little snappy ort thing. I got a little Keepsakes needle minder because they have those things by the cash register while she was ringing up all my 9 million things that I'm like, I probably need that too. I got one of the Mad for Plaid project bags because I want to stitch the StitchCon freebie pattern on there.
I got one as well in yellow. We're trying to not duplicate things if we can.
Just cross stitch Halloween 2024. That we were standing in the wrong place at the wrong time because she's like, oh, we have these, so we tossed one of those in the bag too. I got Beloved by Running with Needles and Scissors. It's the models that, I mean, this is pretty anyways, but yeah. Got that at the Annex. I got Anne Pilgrim by Rebel Stitcher. This too, the model caught my eye. The colors are very pretty. Okay, and our besties, my sister samplers. I got Selena Dunian. They do such a good job.
All of theirs, they had an awesome display there.
Yep. And they were like right front and center in the middle. Very cool. I got Beast Birds and a Berry Tree. This I wanted from Market to begin with, but let's see what the puppy's on it. And I got Ann Hansen. This I kitted the whole darn thing. Super beautiful. First of all, hopefully I'll take it out. I should have been better about this, but I wasn't. It's so pretty. And then they had some of the Gloriana silks available, so I picked those up. And I bought some 46 count weathered stone by Atomic Ranch. So that I'm excited to start. Bees in the Greenhouse by the Blue Flower was one on my 900th trip to the Annex. They had the model there, and that's what sold me on it. It was very cute. And my early days by Plum Street. The blue on there is so pretty. Loving Star by Rosewood Manor. This was a little different. Yeah, it just caught my eye. It's very cute. Different. It's, I don't even know, like, it's fancy stitches, but it's like little stars all over the place. It's very cute. And on it says, perhaps they are not stars in the sky, but rather openings where our loudness shine down to let us know they are happy.
Our loved ones, I think it is. Our loved ones shine down.
What did I say?
Loudness.
Loud ones. Some of us are loud. Yeah, loved ones. Ones. I mean, you could change it up.
Yeah, you could make it loud.
From StitchCon, the loud ones. Okay. The Dance by Annie the Prepper.
Ooh.
Annie the Proper Stitcher.
A moment, please.
And maybe I'm not allowed to read anymore, but I'll give it a shot. It says, a forest full of stars that hang upon the limbs of magic flowing willows dancing in the wind. I feel like I said that right.
I think it seemed right to me.
Yes. This was like a last minute purchase too. Chubby Bird by Jeanette Douglas. It was in that little tart thingy. Tart. No words on this one for me to mess up, but it's very cute. Little one. And we got Lindy Stitches. We love us some birds around here, but yeah, the rose-breasted cockatoo.
That pink on there is just too much.
And I got the red-cheeked cordon bleu, no ham. And I got Life is a Stitch, by Sue Hills. Hillis. Anything with a bicycle. This is, I have decided to stick with Love, from Hello from Liz Matthews. I think it was I don't know if it was free or not, but I picked it up. It's cute. There were other little random freebies. I won't show them because I won't.
The pattern.
But. And then I was sad because I didn't realize I only bought the groom.
Oh.
I needed the bride too. So we might have to take a trip back to
Keepsakes.
Where I can just order it.
Road trip.
Yeah.
That would mean more Cracker Barrel pancakes.
Definitely. But this, from Just Nan, Romeo the Groom Mouse, limited edition ornament. These, they had little ones finished, but look at these little bride and groom mice.
Those are cute.
They are super cute, and I thought I was getting both, but it came with a little kit with the mouse's little top hat and whatever. But I might have to call and have them send me the bride. This was another last second as we're leaving Keepsakes. Heartstring Samplery, Cross Stitch Nation. My family's home. Quinny's home, I think. Time out.
One moment, please. There's a bit of clumping going on upstairs.
Okay. So yeah. The Cross Stitch Nation. I thought that was cute. I've probably seen it before, but it stuck out at me. And then I don't know why, because the model was there, and they stitched the shoes with sparkles, and that is
I
what...
got that one too.
You have it? Oh, I didn't know. But Dorothy's Discovery, Silver Creek Samplers. The Wizard of Oz. But yeah, those sparkly shoes.
Yeah.
Got
And
me
the
a little
saying.
excited.
I like the saying.
Yes.
That's pretty cute.
Should I read it for you?
Well, I don't know.
The power is loud. No, the power is there whenever you choose. It's found in the heart, not in your shoes.
I think you got through that one okay.
I did. Then I got the 2022 StitchCon pattern.
Oh, those are so cute.
I know they are. Anything with like stitch stuff on there anyways. Okay, then I bought a bunch of fabric.
The fabric selection was amazing. That was my favorite part.
And you could really get in a lot of trouble
you could get in a lot of trouble with that.
But I got some 56 count Mocha Blanc by Grace Notes.
I think She's going to be sorry about this purchase, but...
I don't know. And it's kind of got like a little pinky purple vibe to it, if it doesn't really look like it shows up on the camera. But and then got me a half yard of this. Seafoam by, it's 40 count Seafoam by Atomic Ranch. And this I'm going to stitch a long dog on. And it makes me happy. It's my most favorite color.
Is that the one you're going to use the floss set you had?
Yes. The silks. That's the goal anyways. I also got Millennial Fabrics was there. I got 40 count Wanderlust, which is very pretty. Kind of a purpley gray, brown, I don't know what you would call it, and it doesn't look quite the same on the camera.
It's pretty. Her stuff was very, very pretty.
There was like a robin's egg color one that I kept picking up, but I'm like, I got that other big, like, I guess I don't need to just buy all fabric that's the same color, although a lot of sampler people buy all the same color.
True.
So I guess, whatever.
It's your signature.
It is. All my stuff is stitched on aqua. And then this is a Millennial Fabric 40 count oat milk. Kind of a brown, rusty brown color, maybe.
I'd never heard of that fabric before, but if you haven't tried it, take a look at it because she really had some beautiful things there.
It says established in 2023, so it's newer.
It's a newer.
Okay. Then I got these little birds and flower pins by Puttini. Very cute. I got a thread winder from R&R at the Annex. Okay. Then there was the freebie table. I didn't take a ton of things, but the linen closet miniature designs. You can make all of these like little things for the dollhouse. So that's a project. I have to make some for Rebecca too, so. But how fun. Okay. Sports. Stony Creek collection. Had soccer stuff on there, whatever. My kid plays sports, so I went with it.
I love all these old ones, going through them because it reminds me of my first round of cross stitching.
Right?
And I sometimes seem like, oh, I had that pattern before.
Right. Something special, unicorn collection.
You can't pass up a unicorn.
Well, it's,
for the most part,
I
you
mean,
just have to go
a
with
child
it.
of the 80s. How glorious. Like, look at these unicorn stockings.
I know.
Huh?
That's the best part right there.
I mean, I could probably get started on those for my kids for Christmas.
They would be so impressed if you made those.
They would. And then this I Love Miniatures. I mean, there's like...
Back to the 80s right here.
Raggedy Ann and Andy. And like, what's, you know... Bears and things, but...
With leggings. Bears
well,
with
that's
leggings.
that's what I wanted, but there's all these little things on there. But all I really want are these bears with leggings. Like, look at them. Yeah. They're gonna get stitched. Okay, so that's my StitchCon haul. Should I keep going with the rest of my hauls as well?
Get her done.
Get her done. Okay.
I don't have as much, so I'll just let you know. It'll be a little quicker when,
oh, this was a StitchCon
when my
haul.
turn
I forgot
comes.
that was there.
She's got stacks of things over there.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. This is why we couldn't wait any longer. Okay, and then I forgot about these other little StitchCon things. I got these at Keepsakes. Little chevron scissors that are cute. Kohanas. Definitely Kohanas. and one of these larger wooden spool things. Okay, so that really is, I think, everything from StitchCon. I also ordered and received very quickly Tiger Lily's daughter, Lily, and my daughter's Lily as well, is in college, and she is making some lotion bars to make money. So I ordered one. I got the vanilla pomegranate, and it comes in a little tin. She has a couple different scents. And it comes in a little form of a little lily.
Let me get a sniff of that.
Smell it.
Oh.
Right.
Get online and get yourself some of
Yep.
this because
She's got
that is phenomenal.
She's got an Etsy shop, and I'll hold this up there again. It's www.liliescornershop.com. I'll hold it real close.
You need this.
You do. And I'll put the details in the show notes. But I love it. And she's working in a genetic lab. And I'm a lab person, so...
Gotta stick together.
Definitely.
Birds of a feather.
Definitely. Okay, Primitive Gatherings, the next mini quilt like that is Mini Maze Quilt. Like this. You can go on their website and order them if you'd like. I bought the full kit. The last one I picked, it's part Tilda, part Moda. This, I ordered their kit. I like the colors. They're cute. Also for Primitive Gatherings, they have the subscription box, or not really a box, but a subscription for the Fabulous House series by Cottage Garden. This is the cottage. You go on their website to find that as well, and they will kit up the called for threads.
I forgot about the stuff we had from Primitive Gatherings.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I think I have one in my haul from there.
And then this, Julie and I got all excited. They have these panels. I don't know who they're by or anything, but you could make a little backpack from these panels. It's a sewing challenge. We're gonna, I think, try to do this together at a little sleepover at Primitive Gatherings sometime. But we got the bear backpack because we're like middle-aged teenagers or small children. And then there's the Great Outdoors campfire panel. And this, you make the logs by the fire. You make the parts to have s'mores. There's the sticks and the marshmallows. All the things.
It all.
It's got all of it. And we're going to make them. So stay tuned on that.
We'll see.
It'll get done. Don't you worry. I had gotten the Stitching Swiftly from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I ordered the ebook. And then in the mail, I received the little project bag because Taylor Swift. And it came with a little T-Swift needle minder. If it will focus. That's all from that. And these are all from Primitive Gatherings. I got Stars by Plum Street. Are you bored yet? You might. Maybe you should have had an intermission for all this, but this is what happens when it's a month, and it can't be a month for me. I have Flag Thief by Plum Street. that at Primitive Gatherings. Happy Campers by the Blue Flower. Oops. They had the model of this at StitchCon as well. It's very cute. This I already kind of showed. I got the new Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine in the mail. That's always worth the money. And then here are some freebies. So I got this little freebie at Primitive Gatherings at Cross Stitch Club, and she reminded me of Strawberry Shortcake, so I took it. It looks like it was from a kit from, I don't know what it's called, Catherine.
Very cute.
She's cute. This looks like it was a freebie. Hold up. Couchman Creations free sample. It's some frogs, but Julie, this is for us. I picked this up from the freebie table at StitchCon. I forgot about this. In honor of our friend Beth.
Who loves crabs.
She does. I'm hoping my sister Samplers makes designs of a crab
sampler.
That
would be.
Yeah, a crab.
I think that would be the most unique thing.
Something that says, I got crabs from StitchCon. If that would be what I would recommend.
Yeah.
Yep. And Pretty in Pink by White Lion Needle Art Designs has Pretty in Pink, Wicked in Spurs because yeehaw. Also, they could maybe work this into a sampler too. But, I mean, geez Louise. Rebecca lives in Texas, so
yeah.
Also a freebie. And I finally got into the Black Needle Society box. But this has gone on long enough, so I will spare you all from that right now. But I will do a separate little video or something to show the contents of that.
For an unboxing. Because
I've had enough talking now.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. I got the folk paddle from Chantel's 141. I have the patterns to go. Oh, it's kind of hard to show it, but I have been wanting that. I got this little, from Fiber on a Whim, some pretty pink rickrack. Big fan of that. I got several fabrics too. Boxing Day by Dames of the Needle. It's pretty. It's kind of real pretty. It's an Aida, 16 count Aida. And from Grace Notes Fabrics, I got Molly. Also a 16 count.
That's a really pretty color
That's
too.
a pretty, it probably doesn't show up really good, but it's just kind of a, I don't know, buttery sort of a color, neutral. I got Sedona from Fiber on a Whim. Also a 16 count. And from Millennial, I got Dove in an 18 count. And Robin Egg.
You did get that one.
I did get that Robin Egg. I don't know which is a better way to show it
Yeah.
here.
I
That's
had
a really
in my hands
pretty
so many
one.
times.
So that was my fabrics. And for patterns from the Artsy Housewife, they had, I just felt like their patterns were, the colors on everything
Yes.
was just so
Beautiful.
amazing. I got A Study in Nature. I got, I was on a JBW Designs binge here. I got When Cardinals Appear. I got that same.
I didn't even realize you picked that one up.
Yeah. From the Cross-Eyed Cricket, I got this at Keepsakes. What am I trying to say? I just love these. I mean, I don't know who buys carrot stuff in June, but I just thought these were so cute. I got this little JBW, a sampler stocking. I think I actually got this one at, I don't know, I'm not sure, by Little House Needleworks. I think maybe from Primitive Gatherings. Old Glory.
Is that what the tag says in the back?
Oh, I don't know. From Pedal Pusher, I can't even talk. Pedal Pusher, Harper's Forest. I don't know, I thought this was really pretty.
There were a few that I really liked.
The colors are really beautiful on there. I got Tomato Patch by Hoop-Dee-Doo.
Hoop-Dee-Doo.
I'm a big fan of the tomatoes.
And tomato jam. It's
and
really
tomato
good.
jam. It goes
Beth,
together.
you're going to have to keep it coming.
Yeah. From Hello by Liz Matthews.
I've always liked that one.
Boring House. I know. I liked it when it first came out, and then I just finally told myself
You could
I needed
stitch that on
to.
that pretty blue fabric you got.
I know. And the 2024 StitchCon, which is called Come to the Garden. Their theme was
She should.
she-sheddy type of thing, but I think this one's really pretty too. And Christmas for the Stitcher. I don't know why I didn't buy the sleds.
I don't know either.
A person should have.
We're gonna have to go
but
back.
I know. Now we have a reason to go back, but yeah, those are very cute. And I like because they're some spools and stitching things for ornaments. Then from our favorite designer, my sister's sampler, I got Catherine Terry, age 9. And then I got a couple more JBWs, Floral Alphabet, and then I picked out this, what is the name of this? Heather floss
Silk.
to do it in,
Yep.
silk floss.
The almond M&M silk. It's beautiful.
I thought that was pretty. And then also from JBW, I got the French Country Rooster. And I got, I don't know, something fire.
Let me see.
I'll let you read it when I get.
I can't read, but Anthurium
I
fire.
think so. Anthurium fire.
That's
We'll
how
call
I
it
say
that.
it, but it's
We're gonna
very.
go with that.
Is it almost like Indiana Fever?
It is.
Fire red. Okay.
That's why I picked it.
Yep.
That is it for me.
Okay.
Plans. I don't know.
Future plans. I mean, we're going to be going to Welcome Stitchery in August. I would like to get to Primitive Gatherings. There's no cross-stitch club in June.
We're maybe going to do overnight, possibly in July, but I don't know that we ever
Yeah,
confirmed
we
that,
need
so
to
that's a
confirm that.
possibility.
But next week, Tuesday, is our 1-year Flossiversary. So the plan is to do a 1-hour live on YouTube.
Hopefully including Erica.
Yeah,
If we can.
she so far has said she thinks she can do it. So I'm not going to commit quite yet because I feel like she should be involved in this.
She's been traveling for work, so she's been
Yeah.
having a hard time kind of squeezing everything in.
So in the meantime, if you could send us messages through our Instagram account or emails with questions or things that you want us to cover during the live, and we'll prepare that. And then Tuesday morning, I will post the time that we're going to go live, as long as Erica can do it. And if there's a change of plan, then I'll update
let you
everybody at that point as well. But that's our plan. There might be some giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
But
We gotta get a little organized for that
we
because
do.
it's been a little crazy time.
It has.
We'll get there.
We got a wedding to go to on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So
I gotta do some flower planting. That's on my agenda. Otherwise,
I'm still just unwinding. I was in bed before 7 last night.
I know. I went to work Monday and by the time I got home, I could barely get in the house and I had to just crash. So it's going to take a few days yet to catch up the rest of the way.
Yep. But all worth it. It was all
a
lot of fun.
Yep, we had a great time.
And Pam and Steph really are like
the best.
You could just, they're like family. I don't know.
Yeah, we did. Had a
super
chance
nice
to chat with them and they just are great. I just all the work they put in, and I mean that's a lot of running around and stuff. So,
yep,
appreciate all of it by everyone who's involved in putting on StitchCon. I mean, it just you couldn't really top it. I don't think.
Shelly Fry made a special little trip to come hang out with a few of us.
See her a little bit. And
that was super nice.
And we saw Sarah.
Sarah from Sarah's Stitchery.
Yeah. She's
that
popped
was really
in.
Nice.
She was meeting another group, and we just kind of barged in.
Their group was getting a little loud on our group, but
no, we stopped in to say hi, so that was cool.
It was very nice. She's super nice, and then then we met a lot of other FlossTubers from within there, but I think that's it.
We gotta try to catch up on our
you
sleep.
stuck with the whole thing.
Yeah.
But now I'm caught up on my haul, and
we
I can
put
get
some of this away.
Yes,
that's gonna be the best part.
Yep.
All right. Well, till next time.
Yeah. Keep stitching and
get your boobs checked.